Assalamu alaikum. We are going to have a general body meeting. So if you are able to stay, please do. It's a State of the Union for the masjid. We are going to talk about the key highlights for 2024. Brothers on my left, if you can move to the right so sisters can come in here. Jazakallah khair. If you're on the left side chit-chatting or praying nafil right now, please move to the right side so that sisters can come in. We're going to start shortly, inshallah.
السلام عليكم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله فيغفر لمن يشاء ويعذب من يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. صدق الله العظيم. آمين يا رب. جزاك الله خير.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh Salam. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So this is our general body meeting. It is a State of the Union for the 2024 for the Frisco Masjid. Usually it's the Amir who does the State of the Union general body meeting, but Asfar Bhai is traveling. He is in Pakistan right now, so I'm filling in for him. So every year in the month of December, by the Constitution, we are supposed to have a general body meeting. And that is what we are doing tonight. So inshallah, it will be very insightful information. A lot of information that we'll be presenting today will be about the progress that we have made in 2024 and what's about to come in 2025. So stay put, inshallah, you will enjoy. And so the topics for today, we already started with the Quran recitation. We will go over our shura, who are part of the shura, who are part of the religious team, our committee updates, our financial updates, and construction updates, and followed by any question and answer. There are also going to be some refreshments served at the end. We'll try to keep it between 30 minutes to 40 minutes max, inshallah. We'll try to keep it quick. And if we will try to keep it to the point where the updates are for the 2024. So if there's anything that is, kind of carried over from 2023, we will skim through those, inshallah. So with that, let's get started. This is the current shura for 2024-2025. Sister Zainab Siddiqui, she is the General Secretary. And along with that, she has a few other committees that she's a shura liaison for. Sisters Committee, Youth Council, New Muslim Committees. Brother Asfar Saeed, he's the Amir and President. He has operations team, construction team, Imams Committee, and fundraising committee. And myself, I'm treasurer, and I have finance, fundraising, civics, social, and kifala committee. Brother Ihab Kashkash, he has the Quran Academy, tech, and Imams Committee. Brother Jawad Kareem, he has the Safwa, Kids, and Youth Council. Sister Maryam Batla, she has the ICF Health Clinic, Mohsin, Elevation, and Uswa committees that she is in charge of. Brother Nasir Khan, he has the Multipurpose Hall Committee, Special Events, and Imams Committee. Brother Rijai Salah, he has the Seniors Committee, Zakat and Cap Committee, and he also takes care of Janaza and funeral program. Last but not least, Brother Wakhas Akbar, he has the Interfaith Itqan Robotics Program and Career Development. This is our religious leadership team. Sheikh Salah Mahmood, he's our imam and spiritual leader, and he also takes care of, in the interim, he's taking care of the Quran Academy as the director. And then we have a new hire, Mufti Sultan Muhammad Muhyiddin. So as you know, Sheikh Mubin Kamani has left in the summer 2024, and then we were looking for a backfill, Sheikh Mubin Kamani, and Sheikh Sultan Muhyiddin has accepted the offer, and inshallah he will be joining the first week of January. So it's very exciting. We're looking forward for him to join and take over the youth director position. Ustada Sophia Khan, she continues to be the girls' youth advisor. And along with that, she has an advisory role in the Safwa Seminary as well. Khari Ahmed Fadl, he is currently he's a staff on the full-time Hifz program for the Quran Academy. And Khari Suleiman Abdul Latif, he is also a staff on the ICF Quran Academy for the full-time Hifz program. Alima Sadaf Kamani, she is taking care of the Hifz program for the girls' side. And in addition to that, Alima Sadaf also takes care of several other programs, educational programs for specific to catering to sisters. So we have several committees. At this point, we have about 30 plus committees. Committee is the framework that we use at ICF as a structured way of operating. So committees have usually a mission and vision. They have a standing body of individuals who are part of the committee. So that's how we operate. We have about 30 plus committees. So anytime we have a new initiative that comes about, we look at where that program fits in the framework of the existing committees. If a new committee is needed, we go ahead, we create a charter for the new committee, and we start a new committee. So for this year, we have several new committees. We have multipurpose hall committee, which is a new established committee. We have a Kifala committee, that's a new committee as well. And also there's a Itqan robotics program committee that was established in 2024. Okay, so starting with the educational committees, we have Quran Academy. So these are currently the stats for the Quran Academy. We have 40 full-time Hifz students. We have 36 part-time Hifz students, 73 Nazira students, and 74 Qaida students. There are 4 full-time teachers, 9 part-time teachers, and 4 TAs. So that's the current stats for the Quran Academy. And there is a plan to hire so as I mentioned earlier, Sheikh Salah Mahmood is the interim Quran Academy director, but we are looking for a full-time Quran Academy director to fill in this role. These are the different tenets by which the Quran Academy operates. So it continues to be same as what it was in 2023. Sunday school, this is another critical educational program for ICF. At this point, we have 516 enrolled students. There are 60 students on the waiting list. And then there are 32 teachers, 6 admin staff, and it's 100% volunteer run committee. It happens to be actually the biggest revenue generator for the ICF operations. And Mohsin, it's one of the critical programs for ICF where we provide special services for the special needs families with the disabilities such as autism, Down syndrome, ADHD, and so many of our programs that we offer, we ensure that we provide a tenant for the Mohsen kids, so such as whenever we are having Ramadan Taraweeh nights or the Eid Carnival or the Eid Salah, we make sure there is a special arrangements for the Mohsen kids. This is another educational program for ICF Safwa Seminary. It is led by Ustad Uzair and Ustada Zainab. So both of them are from the Khalam, so they are graduates of Khalam. As you know, Sheikh Mubin Kamani left in the summer 2024, but however, he is still playing a advisory role from the Khalam Seminary. And we have 6 paid teacher assistants right now. At the moment we have 243 enrolled students. So Safwa Seminary is focusing on 4 different levels. We focusing on study programs such as fiqh, sirah, aqidah, hadith, akhlaq, and dhikr and dua. So that's it's more of a tarbiyah program. It's alhamdulillah, it's going really, really well. And as the new director, when he joins, he will be playing a critical role in the development and the growth of this program, inshallah. Uswa Seminary is a 2-year program with a part-time focus for adults. It is led by Sheikh Salah. So this program was actually launched in March 2023. Inshallah, it will have 7 graduates in the summer 2025. So it's a very structured program which offers classes on topics such as Islamic history, fiqh, aqidah, Quran and Hadith, usul, ad-din, and tazkiyah. And a lot of times Sheikh Salah leads the effort, but then he partners up with other institutes such as ISRA and Miftah, so he brings in some guest speakers during these courses. We offer summer camps. It's in the partnership with Define 360. So we have partnered up with them for the last 2 years. For the last 2 years, we had about 200 kids. We try to make it so that it is fun for the kids in the summertime. We provide field trips, and we try to make it so that it's an engaging learning experience for kids in summer. This is a new partnership that ICF is establishing. Muraqba Academy. It's a full-time Islamic school, as we announced in the fundraiser in November. It is a program which is on the backbone of Define 360. So Brother Wadud Hassan and Sister Leah Hassan, they are it is a program that was Define 360 was run by them, and they are also the creators for this Muraqba Academy program. So we have a partnership with them. It is a high quality education program based on the prophetic tradition and principles. So to start off with, it will have from kindergarten to 5th grade. The launch date for this is August 2025. Initially, it will have 120 student capacity. They plan to hire 36 staff members to run this school. And as you know, today Jummah time, we did the fundraiser for Muraqba Academy. In order for them to start the operation, they require 350,000 seed funding to start by August 2025. So they already have a waiting list of 200 students, which kind of speaks for how much in demand this program is, inshallah. And some key highlights on the Muraqba Academy. It is the partnership between ICF and Muraqba. It's a renter-tenant partnership agreement. Muraqba Academy will continue to operate independently with autonomy. ICF will only provide the fundraising platform for them. we do have a vested interest in this program because eventually it benefits our community. So we want to make this a strategic partnership as a win-win. So we want to make sure that they succeed at the end. However, they will continue to operate independently. They will appoint a community servant leadership position and board liaison who will be from the ICF Shura. This is another strategic partnership that was established in 2024, ITCAN Institute of Technology. We signed a MOU back in summer 2024 with ITCAN. So they have 2 programs. First, Lego League, which is for ages 9 to 13. And then there's another segment of this program, First Tech Challenge, FTC, for ages 13 and 16. Alhamdulillah, we had very successful results from this since the start of this program in summer 2024. ITCAN, as you know, is a strong program. Right now, I think they have about 28 chapters across the United States in different masajids, and the program is growing very strong. We have right now for First Lego League, we have 8 teams, which is 70 students. They meet twice a week for 6 hours. And last week they had actually a competition which was across DFW. So they actually competed with against 25 teams. So ICF, 2 of the ICF team have actually won. The team 2 was the winner for the first place innovation project, and one of the team was a winner for the Excellence Awards out of 25 teams altogether. So that was pretty remarkable. And they are competing with, teams across DFW. It's just not Muslim kids. I mean, these are kids from all backgrounds. And the idea behind the ITCAN Academy is uniting the Ummah and making the leaders for tomorrow who are the innovators. So their vision is very interesting. If you see what they are saying is, it's very unnatural for Muslims to be followers, right? We are leaders. If you see the science and the math and chemistry, we were at the forefront of the innovation back in the day, right? So at this stage, we seems to be lagging and kind of following, and that's an unnatural spot for us. So the idea is to create a grassroots level change where we can become the forefront leaders, inshallah. Again. And First Take Challenge, this is for the age 13 to 16, so we have about 18 students enrolled. It's one team at the moment. They meet multiple times in a week for about 10 to 12 hours. They have actually built their first robot at ICF, and they have completed, many students in this program have completed Java and CAD programming. They have an upcoming competition in February 2025. This is our youth program. They have a consistent program cadence throughout the year, and so these are their usual program that they offer. Kids program, similarly, they have the cadence for the programs that they do throughout the year, so no change there from 2023. This is another initiative, a new initiative in 2024 that was started. As you know, we opened the multipurpose hall in the Ramadan this year, and the idea was to make that a venue for community to rent, and this venue competes with places like Crystal Banquet, and it's at a very competitive rates as well as very competitive vendor selection, menu selection. So it started. It was launched as in August 2024, and then since August 2024, it had 8 events that were conducted so far, and this is the revenue. So right now, I think a lot of people were interested in how we are doing, how much revenue is multipurpose hall generating for us. So because it's a start of the program right now, so their total revenue was 19,419. Their total expense was 17,062. So they have some revenue. It's still we're trying to optimize on where we can save cost as well as increase some levers to generate additional revenue for this program. So as the second floor opens up and the second multipurpose hall opens up, inshallah, we will have more opportunities to grow this income for the masjid. This team has tirelessly worked to build a strategic relationship with different vendors. They have established like procedure and processes. They are also in the, they have booked actually 15 events already for the first half of the 2025. And inshallah, they have hired a dedicated events manager, Sister Zara Lakhani. So whenever somebody comes in with the intent to book a event, she is the first person who contacts them and works with them to make sure that everything is smooth from the booking of the event to the execution. So. This is another partnership ICF was able to establish in 2024 with the Rahma Funeral Home. So as you know, once our building opened up, we have a full janaza funeral room in the new extension of the ICF. So it was very important that we find an operator who can run that facility. It is one of those things where the margin of error is very small. So we want to make sure that we work with someone who is well reputed in the community, and Rahma Funeral Home is one of those organizations, alhamdulillah. So the program was successfully launched on November 15th. So the agreement that we have with Rahma Funeral Home is it's a $500 per month rent to ICF for that janaza room. And Rahma Funeral Home operates as an independent contractor. They provide all services to ICF, including fielding the phone calls when the families of the deceased ones call them. Even if it's the middle of the night, they make sure that they pick up the phone, arranges all the transportation and storage of the deceased, ghusl at ICF. So, this is one of those things where people used to travel all the way to Richardson, so now they no longer have to do that. If they're on the north of Dallas, ICF is the place for them to come for this crucial service. They also help families finding the burial plot in the cemetery of choice. ICF has the facility for viewing as well. Salat al-Janaza can also happen at ICF, and Rahma Funeral Home also provides the transportation service to the cemetery. So now we are getting into committees which are the backbone for the ICF. So operations committee continues to provide the typical day-to-day operations for ICF, like ensuring there are cleaning services, repair and maintenance. So these are crucial services that are provided by the operations committee. Sisters Committee is another of those crucial and backbone committees that provide services to pretty much every program that happens, like Eid or fundraiser. We always need Sisters support, and Sisters Committee is always there and pretty much plugged into all of the programs that happens at ICF. Some of their key programs for 2024, as they are highlighted here, is they had multiple couples painting workshop. They had mom and son calligraphy workshop. Delight Around the World was a very successful event. They had Taltiz, Palestinian embroidery workshop. First ever Women Career Day was conducted in, I believe, back in October, which was very successful. So alhamdulillah, they have had multiple successful programs in 2024. Marketing team continues to be one of the key pillar of the committee for ICF, supporting several committees. You know, so they have basically nothing goes without the involvement of the marketing committee. Every flyer that goes out of ICF, it is through marketing channels. So these are some quick stats from 2024. 200 plus flyers, 100 plus videos published, 100 plus graphics elements designed, 400 plus print and social media posts, 14,000 plus Facebook's likes, 4,000 plus Instagram likes. All right. This is the IT and tech. So the key highlights in IT and tech is the last bullet point that you see here, $150,000 grant, which is from the Department of Homeland Security. So this is one of those things that tireless ICF volunteers worked for like almost 6 months to secure this funding. It is not easy to get this grant, but alhamdulillah, ICF was approved for this grant. So we should be getting this $150,000, which will be used towards providing security services for ICF. I'm hearing even Epic was not able to get approved for that. So this is really good for Frisco Masjid. So they provide, Tex continues to provide us critical and crucial services, and they are, in the new building as well. The tech is continuing to provide some crucial services for us and save cost as well, right? I mean, so there are things that we do in-house. If we were to outsource and get it done from external vendor, it will cost us exuberant amount of money. But you can see, like, we saved $200,000 just because we did few certain things in-house with our dedicated volunteers, alhamdulillah. This is one of the community service program, health clinic. So in the year 2024, we have served about 600 patients. So this is free of charge. Anybody can walk in, anybody can come in from the community, Muslims, non-Muslim, it doesn't matter. We have provided services to 600 people. It's 100% free. We also run blood drives. There are 25 plus students from our ICF community who are volunteering their time in the health clinic. And a lot of thanks goes to, some dedicated volunteer doctors who are very committed, mashallah. Dr. Noman Anwar, Dr. Amreen Ashfaq, Dr. Kamran Saleh, and many other volunteers. Without their support and help, this will not be possible. Interfaith Committee, this is another community service program committee, and some key highlights for 2024. Interfaith Iftar, we were able to get 200 guests from from outside, our church community, friends. So these are some of the churches that we are friends with: New Life Church, Latter Day Saints, Hope Fellowship, Grace Avenue, and our Frisco City folks. They were able to join. So it was. This is something that we do every year. And then another thing that the Interfaith Committee has started this year is Building Bridges Iftar, where you can actually bring in your colleague or your neighbor to ICF, to the Ramadan Iftar. Okay, so next we get into the financial updates. We did switch from Medina. We did switch from Mohit to Medina app, and there are still few things that we are working through on improving on the Medina app side from the software updates. Some of the new features we are still rolling out. We are working very closely with our partner Medina Apps in requesting some bug fixes and certain improvements that they can do. One of the things that we just introduced recently is the pledge tracking on Medina Apps. We are also looking through our process and procedures on the QuickBooks. and making sure that we are able to do reconciliation in-house and keeping our accounting practices to the point where, if an audit were to happen, we will pass that audit. So this is the P&L for 2024 year to date. So these are our three accounts: construction, operations account, and zakat account. You can see the revenue numbers, and you can see the expenses across those accounts, and you can see the net profit. So 998,000 in the construction. So this is year to date. For operations, we have 365,072. This is year-to-date net profit, and then for zakat, we have negative 16,574. These are from our operations account, some of the top expense categories. So just wanted to highlight, payroll happens to be our top expense category. We have security after that. We have rent and lease, whenever we do like fundraiser, so that's this category. Meals and entertainment, so different various committees, whenever they have food and meals served in their programs, that comes under meals and entertainment. Charitable donation, this is whenever we make a payment or donation to external non-profit organizations, so that comes under this. So you can see, where we are spending money in the top category from the operations account. All right, so this is as of today, cash on hand. So in our operations account, we have 565,195. In the construction account we have 1.1 million, and in the zakat account we have 132,000. So mind you, in the construction account we just had a fundraiser in November, so we have collected about 45% of those pledges. So that there's expected to be a little bit more collection to be done in the construction account. So this is Gaza humanitarian support. So I wanted to highlight this for 2024 because obviously this is something that was a hot topic, hot issue in 2023 and 2024. And our community stepped up, even the ICF Shura stepped up. We collectively made a decision to not do the community iftar in Ramadan. So the money that was collected for the community iftars, we were able to divert those funds to actually supporting Gaza humanitarian support. So that was the intentional done in 2024, and a lot of committees within ICF stepped up. So, for example, we had a pickleball tournament last month. We raised $2,000. Kids committee, mashallah, they had a bake sale and they raised close to $8,000. Social committee had a cricket tournament supporting Gaza. And they raised close to $10,000. So that just goes out to say, the example where our community is stepping up, our committees are stepping up to, to go out of their way for raising funds to support Gaza. So this was the total collection year to date, 218,512. We have out of that, we have distributed 171,157, and we still have 47K that we have yet to distribute. But these are the organizations that we have distributed to. So you can see Basma, Human Concern International, Islamic Relief, Mercy Without Limits, Muslim Aid USA, and Palestinian Children Relief Fund. This is how much we have distributed in 2024. Construction updates. So as you know, the second floor construction is ongoing, and a lot of time people are wondering, why do we need extra space? The extra space is needed because the community is growing. There are times when there are programs and we don't have enough space to run those programs. I give you example when we had the we had the CIRA conference. Pretty much the entire ICF building was used, occupied and used for running different workshops in the CIRA conference. And whenever something like that happens, you have to cancel other scheduled programs. And so that kind of shows you that the space is much needed. If we had that extra space on the second floor, I think the scheduling different programs will become a lot easier. And as we are growing and we are bringing in other educational program like full-time Islamic school, the extra space is going to be much more needed. So when the second floor opens up, it will have additional hall space for multipurpose hall space, which will be served as a rental facility, as well as it will be an overflow prayer area for sisters. It will have extra classroom space. We will plan to have expanded program for Safwa, expanded program for Uswa, and you can see the Quran, even the Sunday school, right? So it has already it had about 65 or 80 kids on the waiting list. If we had enough room, we can hire more teachers, and we can ensure that there is no more waiting list for the kids. And also, I forgot to mention, there's also going to be there's also a plan to have a youth lounge on the second floor once it's ready. So these are the different milestones for the second floor. As you see, we opened the first floor, which was completed in Feb 2024, which was we opened the doors in the first of Ramadan. And after that, in August 2024, we began the construction for the second floor. And soon after, we ordered the elevator. The elevator shaft is ready to go. So elevator was ordered in October 24. So this is a different milestone we are tracking. October 2024 for the low voltage and drywall. Final drywall and paint to be done in December 2024. Mechanical, electrical, and plumbing to be completed in Jan 2025, and flooring to be completed in Feb 2025. And inshallah, the idea is to have the second floor opened up just like how we did the first floor in the first of Ramadan. The idea is to have second floor open up in the upcoming Ramadan on March 1st, inshallah. So this is the current construction fund outlook. At the moment, we have a construction account balance of 1.1 million, as I showed you earlier. We do have a 900K Khard Hasana due on March 1st. We have paid off 200K, which was part of the Khard Hasana, but we still have 900K left to be paid towards Khard Hasana. And then this is the 500K is coming due to the contractor who's working on the second floor. So this is to finish out. So if you see this number, it looks like as if we are 300K deficit right now. But as I mentioned earlier, we have collected only 45% of the pledges for the November fundraiser. So we are expecting receivable of 480K pending from the November 2024 pledge collection. So inshallah, we will not be in the deficit. However, we need to collect those pending pledges from November 2024 fundraiser. With that, we will open up for any question and answer. وإياكم. It's if you have to file every year. That's my understanding. Yeah, you have to file for grant for every year. Yeah. Wa alaikum salam. Yeah. Yeah, so the question is, what are we going to do with the parking? There is a plan to do this parking lot on the Frisco side. The cost of that is 250K, and the idea is that we will do that before Ramadan, inshallah. So that should alleviate some of the parking concerns that you have. Yeah, unfortunately, like we are going to continue to have 3 salah just to make sure that we don't run into any situation where we are, causing any concern for our Costco neighbors. Yeah. Hmm. So the question is for the Muraqba school, how many children have signed up? Right now, they are simply taking waiting list. They are only taking children on the waiting list. The plan is to launch the program in August 2025. I don't think anyone has signed up just yet. So they are simply taking their interest form, right? So that's what they're doing right now. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, Muraqaba Academy is a non-profit 501c3. Yes. Yeah, go ahead, brother. Hmm. Right by the basketball court. Yeah, so the question is the grassland on the south side, right next to the basketball court. Yeah, that is ICF land. However, there is an easement underneath. So there is nothing that can be done on that. Like you can't construct parking, you can't construct anything there. There is an easement underneath that. In that space, no, like you won't get any city permissions to build anything there. There's an easement, so there are get like gas lines and things like that underneath. Yeah, yeah, you can play soccer on that. Yeah, yeah, you can grow vegetables on it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead, brother. Yeah. So the question is, what is that we need to do to increase the revenue from the multipurpose hall? Um, Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is there anyone from the MPH team here? I don't see anyone from MPH team. I think that you can be creative. You can find more ways to generate income from this MPH, right? I mean, for example, you can get some more vendors to come out time to time. You can have certain events created like um, maybe sometimes like you have Crystal Banquet, people are renting that for example, for Eid, for the Eid Mela type of things, right? Like selling the clothing and things like that. So we could perhaps have something like that at ICF. Um, yeah, I mean, I think we need to find more creative ways where we can generate more income. Like maybe getting some certain vendors who can share profits with ICF, perhaps like, for example, if you get a photo booth vendor, like add-ons that people can buy into. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. So the question is like, what was that expense, 17K expense for the multipurpose hall? Yeah, that's a good question, and I think I need to clarify that. So they had an initial expense of buying certain supplies and furniture. So that's a one-time cost. So for example, you see they have bought about what 15 or 20 large round tables. They have bought 100 plus chairs, stage. So there were some initial upfront cost that they had, and it's a one-time cost. So it's something that you will not see every year. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good question. All right, Tamimba, you have any question? Oh, I don't know. It's a Friday night. It's December. I don't know. It's cold. That's why he's traveling. Brother Rijai is here. Where are the other Shura members? Okay, great. We should have chai samosa. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. So they are still around. Is robotics program, Amir Bhai, is part of that? Yeah, yeah, yes. Yeah, yeah. Career advancement and training. Yeah. So the question is, what is the vision and program for the career advancement? Yeah. I mean, they did have certain courses. I think they offered like Python and Java courses. They offered. I know there's a plan to offer project management course in December, but I think we need to do a little bit more work there. Tamim bhai. Yeah. Go ahead. Oh, okay. So, sister has a very good question. What programs do we have for the elementary school kids? So, let me show you the kids committee programs. Yeah, so this is a kids committee program. So you have this kids committee covers the elementary school kids and middle school kids. So they have several programs like Little Muslimin. They have a Hajj simulation program. They have back to school events. They have Welcome Ramadan, Ramadan Club Kids, Eid Toy Drive. So they have different programs under kids committee. I would say check out their website and look up their flyers. Okay. Yeah, and there should be some refreshments. Ahmed Bhai should be putting out some samosa and chai. So help yourself, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum. Wa iyaakum.